I see both sides of the debate here, actually, because I think that an RMR does bring teams together. We've seen so many times a team in a rut, in a bit of a downward trend, as Maui says, in a free fall, but these are the kind of tournaments that really bring the best out of them. So I'll go for Nouns here. I think in terms of talent, these guys have plenty of it, although the stats don't favor them.
They don't. It's all a bit worrying. It's kind of weird with the veto situation for them. Nouns, you've been on a big losing streak over the course of 3 separate maps. Dust 2, you've lost 4 in a row. So you need to break the streak here. Ooh, for Henny, he takes a big hit early on. But it's not looking too bad in the pistol for the T-side opener of Nouns. A lot of damage done. DGT even catching Davideus on the walkout through the smoke. And with just Knife On remaining trapped in CT, it's looking like a pistol should be theirs at least.
And he had no real hope, no real chance. Waza Peak with the scream, with the rallying cries. The pistol, so vitally important in these best of ones.
First 2 rounds here, though. We'll stick with what we're getting at the minute. Obviously, for Red Canids, it's a matter of just waiting until you can really activate. Held on to what they could from the prior rounds. A couple SMGs, scout in the hand of Henny as well. And Max getting up close and personal towards lower. Finds the first headshot, but there is a trade back.
Yeah, well held by Davideus. The Chilean's able to at least post up the 1 kill, but it seems like it may be a 1 and done. Although Nathan with that 5-7 is making a real nuisance of himself. Being a pain in the rear end. And eventually he is pushed out of the round, and that should be a fairly clean-cut B-side take. They're not sure of these angles. They're going to be doing as much as they can to flash this out, molly and smoke, but now they're going to find out it is a site bereft of any CTs. Replenishing the smoke on the doors as well will make this a little bit more difficult for coldzera. But he's about to get pop flashed in. Flash is good. Fully flashing out Buddha, and that's a clean kill at that. He can trade up to the Galil. Suddenly this round is back open for debate for Red Canids as the 2 veteran Brazilians come with their kills in quick succession, and coldzera locks it down with the Galil. 3 kills in the round, and Red Canids get their first round on the board. Slightly delayed on the clearing of the smoke, but Max is going to make the most of that one. coldzera from 0 to 0. And Nathan's able to capitalize on his fallen teammates' death and his demise. But opening up the site with 2 entries. Swift onto Davideus. And just like that, this round is out of grasp, out of reach for Red Canids as they have to save.
Back at the bomb site, protecting in case they peek out from upper. Again, obviously, investment is a little bit risky. They're going to hunt into this. They don't want to throw away too many weapons, so it's not worth anything more than that single look-in from DGT. So they will get the round. Red Canids survive with the 2 buys, at least bolstering the economy somewhat.
They do have the open play. Henny's going to be donning that for himself. Smoke down onto long. Flashes out, shoots down the middle, but nails nothing. No kills forthcoming. Does that sell him into a false sense of security? Well, now Nathan, his eyes have been opened, and he's looking to close those onto the aggressors when it's a 1-for-1 trade.
With time ticking away, unless they're given a stab into this one, an opportunity where the CTs push, they're going to be forced to actually make the play. Going off the back of the peak, Henny should be good for that first frag.
So assuming no flashes or mollies land right next to him, the coldzera takes the fight. Henny now pushed out into the open. coldzera's done his job. Henny misses out though. And that's the door left slightly ajar now. As Nouns look to try and stomp it down, pick up that axe, and carve a path back onto the site. Flash is going to delay the push just that little bit longer. 12 seconds on the clock. And now the T's need to get up close and personal. Davideus playing possum, hiding around the box, denies the bomb plant. That should be the round. There's not enough time on the clock. And venomzera can just waltz out of there, knowing his team have picked up his second.
Different shoes to fill, different kind of environment. You know they've certainly got the character for it though, Vince. This is the kind of team that does have that sort of air about them. You know they could play some great CS in the moment. And venomzera, even off the back of the dink, at least establishes the open pick. So how so peak down and out?
Oh, here's the fact-finding mission. Henny, that aggression, trying to wrap around the back of the T's. They have no idea about this. The thing is, the MP9 at this range, not ideal, but he still nails Max regardless. And can back off to T-spawn, and this really does apply the pressure now. They're not sure. They're going to constantly be looking over their back. It's going to take a set of eyes away from middle, away from catwalk. At range, he just needs to stay alive. 35 seconds, he's wasting so much time for 9Z. The frustration creeps in and they decide to just push the site instead. And this is where Nathan needs to deliver. He needs to get some kills, but he goes down without much of a fight. And that will open up the access to the post plant.
Can Red Canids find a way back in for this round? Posturing for it at the minute, having a bit of a look in. Martinez as well. Looked like he was almost given an opportunity there, but it's better he repositions. It's the right read, expecting the boost up from the box side as they try and push on to wrap individual fights that are going the way of 9Z, though. No room for trades or really much else to be said and done. venomZero at least gets in for potentially just the snatch on the AWP, and that's all it is. Run away with that bad boy, tuck tail between legs. And for Red Canids, it will be another loss. So 9Z going up to 4 now.
That moment. HE and Molotov tossed up, not going to affect coldzera. He may bypass this and look for a peek, but he's not sure as to whether there's any players on middle. In actual fact, it's a triple player push up on long side from 9Z. And Buddha, more of a lurk roll, try and be a bit of an interference. Throw about the misdirection out, but he dies. That's an M4 trades hands.
Oh, even the dink onto DGT on the peak, but it's Hauso Peak hitting him heavy with the jump up. AK taps onto coldzera, gives him a taste of his own medicine. Knife looking to chase as well, and the blaze ignites another round where Red Canids can find their way back in to a potential pickup. It's a 4 versus 3. 40 seconds on the clock as the bomb gets thrown down. Martinez ready for the run out from short side, but is he prepared for the boost? Double up down on the lower edge, clears it first, hit onto David Deus, and he just keeps on rolling with the punches. It's freebie frags right now, and there's no room for the trades. Red Canids, it's going down. venomZero at least injects back onto one, but Paranoid on the peaks, overwhelmed by DGT, and Henny's got to run. Pivoting on a knife's edge, and it's Knifin that's got to make the incision. Waiting on the backside of the door. Crosshair in the right angle. Hauso Peak fast on the swing. It's a wide face. He's good for it. Hits the head, bypasses the one big boon for Red Canids that could have been the spray down, could have been the 2 frags that give them a great chance in the round. Henny, is this where he activates? Firing out warning shots on the re-peak though again. It's Hauso Martinez that strikes straight back, equalizing us into a 2v2. Time's tight, tag through the smoke, Hauso Peak down, Martinez on the site.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he thinks someone's back at Gandalf, but they're both coming up from the CT side. Time is so low, he's just got to commit to this. He's going to die. He's going to get shut down in the back. Spray goes awry. David Deus stands his ground and will deliver. Oh, David Deus didn't throw out the smoke. He's back to the site. Could cost them, because now the T's feel compelled to push. They sense that weakness. Gonna try and exploit it. 2 players marooned on an island as a tsunami of T's comes crashing against the waves. But David Deus, he has the dam that's been built up, and he's fending off these T's alongside Henny's AWP. And it is actually a clean sweep round. Considering where the T's managed to get into early on, that looked like it could go very differently at one point.
Yeah, super scary with the map control they had coming up towards B, especially with the extra smoke being thrown out back towards the B site as well. That pays off massively. venomZero was able to play around the angle, and David Deus just goes for the heads-up play. Peek from window here. In fact, he gets away with both of the kills and stays alive. Everyone's focusing on David Deus. They're not thinking about where venomZero could be. And then Henny comes in to close it up. That's what you want to see.
That was fast on the draw, straight to the dough. Letting his AWP do the talking for him now. A slow start, but maybe building into it yet. Bypassing the smoke and the flashes, and they get the reward. There's the aggression that we were lacking a couple of rounds ago. And Hauso Peak gets in. They don't check their angle, though, and coldzera will punish.
Ice cold as always. And David Deus with the spray down, looking to assist. They trade the kills 6-6. They do tie it far more back up. I mean, it was looking worrying. This was a game where obviously, first couple of rounds, you're thinking, right, they could do some damage, trying to get into it.
Dear Diary, I can't find the words to describe all the pain I suffered while playing CS with boring, grey, colourless skins. But everything changed when I opened my first case on Skin Club. I opened cases for free, then upgraded them, and then got into battles, as well as exclusive events and activities. Looks like I'm in heaven of skins. Of course, cause it's Skin Club.
DGT going to be called upon alongside Buddha. Need that first pick realistically. Need a crispy headshot to come from Buddha. Bait them in to DGT. He gets it in midair, lining up. Lots of damage inflicted, but Davideus surviving on 28. That's been finished off. Nathan actually shot him in the back of the head. So a bit of team damage done. 3-play-3 as Henny goes in for that post plant. Max from above will strike with his last bullet in the magazine. It can't deny the bomb plant. And in amongst all of this, they still have Wazapeak, who's stuck in the smoke. Just playing alone right now, running out of ammunition between him and Henny. This is such an important moment in this RMR for both teams. This second pistol gives them a huge advantage, and it is Wazapeak that comes through and will clutch.
When the last bullet in the clip went out, man, he's forced into the reload. You're thinking that one's cooked. It looked like it should have been over. Red Canids. They make the play work, get into the bomb site, catch them off guard. Smooth for the first half, but...
And Henny did spot 2 players. Tread lightly. You don't want to face him right now, but they get away with it as he gets baited from the grenade, and DGT is pushing behind it. He's getting aggressive out here right now, and he spots him and shuts him down.
Pixel peek back from Henny. Would have been a real bad outcome. DGT took so much map control early, all the way up towards top mid. He's hoping he catches him off guard in the rotate. Obviously kill the AWPer, do more from that. Instead, at least you find this pick back. You got a bit of control in the round. Slows down the plays from 9Z. Or does it really? Upper control looking to be taken here. Max goes straight in with the MP9. Fights breaking out towards long as well with Venom Zero. At least creating more space for them. So 9Z massively fragmented now. There's the cross from Buddha, and he gets the tag out.
Oh, nearly finishes his teammate off. Nathan, be careful, mate. There is friendly fire. You will get absolutely wrecked by your teammate if you do that again. So they're actually going to switch positions. Put Nathan on the AWP, but he's going to deliver with it. Buddha gets sprayed up through the doors, down to 11 HP, and there's smoke on top of his head. 35 seconds left, and it will be up to Red Canids to start to bypass their way as they start to wrap around into the cap position. Martinez hits and runs. Repositions. Shows his hand with the M4. Sprays down for 2 more. Aim on point, and now Coldzera in trouble. Unsure as to where the last player is, and Buddha shows his hand. Martinez, though, that's all him. That 3K was beautiful. And this is where we need to see it, Jackie, because if they lose this round, probably a done deal.
We need some fireworks right now. Oh, and at the minute, it's looking a little bit awkward on the encounter towards long. It is a 1-for-1 trade. Hello, Venom Zero. Oh, okay, he's all Venom. No Eddie Brock right now. He's starting to switch it up a little bit. Taking space towards the site. 2 clean entries. Gives room for Red Canids to breathe here in the 17th. And David Deus lurking down towards lower. Murders Max and leaves it all up to Buddha.
Oh, Davideus gets another one. 2 kills in the round for him, but those 2 entries from Venom's era. Maybe the antidote to the rot that 9Z were inflicting upon the Red Canids. They can alleviate that just a little bit. That first one was beautiful. And the second, anticipating they were going for a bait and switch setup with maybe a pop flash out along. Love that. Love that play from Venom's era. But we have not seen that kind of consistent firepower round after round. Is it going to be a one and done?
Oh, the bait and switch. He was even ready for it. Martinez, though, quick, slick on the draw. Second time he's had a free frag towards middle with no real room to respond. And Red Canids, it could get even worse here. Close setup on the off angle for Max, playing anti-flash. You've got the AWP covering it, so if there is a peek, one or the other, they're going to get that kill eventually. Clears out upper, gives them the full read of the round in terms of what?
You've imprisoned them in round 18. Coldzera, a very capable AWPer in his own right, now donning the weapon. DGT, though, peering over the fire and flames, trying to douse away the oncoming T's. A lot of damage to Venom Zera. It is the 2 Zeras in play, but only 2 HP on one of them. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, it's going to have to be the cold part of this formula to freeze away these CTs and break it down. He snaps Buddha over his knee with the AWP. They still got a cross. They've still got to get onto the site. There's so many bullets just being spammed through the smoke, but somehow venomZera finds the perfect timing. Crosses there with his 2 HP, can go in for this post plant as well. Could be a jumping shot from Max. Leaping to success and no hope for coldzera. No time, no health. 9Z, 11-7 to the good. It's good to see them. Again, it's because coldzera can play the AWP. We've even seen him primary AWP in some teams over the last couple of years. But he's been smoked out. Actually, the smoke was slightly off, but he misses his chance. And that was a great opportunity. Make no mistake.
Oh, expected the wide swing.
Love that. Any blue container players get shut down with that boost, but as they found out firsthand, no one was home. Martinez now straight to center mass. venomZera splattered on the approach. And this plays Lazo peek in. It's the double. That's the bomb that's been spilled onto the ground as well. It's looking curtains for Red Canids. It's looking like a 0-1 start for the Brazilians, but coldzera is going to keep the dream alive. The headshot does come through. It's a clean kill at that, but he's about to walk in to an AWP. A couple of M4s. They take the fight to him, down to 25 HP. Surely he can't get any more done, and there is Martinez. 9Z swiftly, abruptly shut down the Canids and secure the 1-0 at the RMR.